First, let's look at the ATP accuracy and the profitable intervals. The first thing that probably stands out is the negative red number for the overall yield. Right now, it is close to minus 2% for the ATP match winner market, and it usually fluctuates around this range. But think about it this way. The model only makes predictions. It does not recommend a staking strategy. So, for tracking purposes, we use a standard one-unit stake for every prediction, whether the odds are 1.2 or 2.3. And this matters because if you lose several predictions at low odds, like 1.2, recovery becomes much harder. You still lose a full unit each time, and the winning return from low odds is much smaller. The model needs to predict a lot of underdog wins in order to lower the negative yield. So, in reality, a negative yield of around 2% is not bad at all in this situation. We could show only the win rate, but for full transparency, we also calculate the yield. One way to think about it is this. If I had placed a $1 stake blindly on each of the model's 1,685 match winner predictions, I would have lost only around 1.8% of the total stake. That shows the model is a good predictor, even without a staking system or manual filtering. Then, below each market, you will see a table with the profitable intervals. This is where we split the predictions by win probability, upset probability, accuracy, and average odds. In other words, we can see which probability ranges performed best, how often the model was correct, and what the average market odds were in those intervals. And here we can see that there are several profitable intervals with strong win percentages and very good average odds. This calculation is done across all ATP and WTA matches, including the main tour and challengers. It is also split by each market we cover, match winner and first set winner. We also sort the predictions by mapping them to historically profitable intervals, and those predictions are shown in the filtered bets section. Here is how it works. We take the model's win probability and upset probability, then match them against the upcoming fixtures. When a prediction falls inside one of those profitable intervals, it appears in this section. For each prediction in the group, we also show the interval data behind it. This allows you to compare the current market odds with the average odds from that interval. So, for example, you can quickly see whether today's odds are higher or lower than what this interval has historically offered. This can be a useful tool for filtering out matches that may have been profitable in similar situations in the past. And again, we calculate this across all tour types, and for both markets we cover match winner and first set winner. The Value Picks page is where we compare our model's automated win probabilities with the probabilities suggested by the betting market. Our model creates its own estimated odds based on how likely it believes each outcome is. Then, we compare those model odds with the real market odds. For example, here we can see that Virtanen was the underdog to win the first set, with market odds of 2.1. But according to our model, his odds should have been closer to 1.8. That means the market was offering a higher price than the model believed was fair. And if we look at the match result, we can see that Virtanen did indeed take the first set. When the market offers higher odds than our model's estimated fair odds, that may indicate a possible edge. Those selections are shown on the Value Picks page. The key point here is that the value comes from two things: the model's ability to predict the most likely outcome and its ability to assign realistic chances to that outcome. However, this page should not be overestimated. Value does not mean guaranteed profit, and it does not mean the prediction will always be correct. Instead, you can use the Value Picks page as an extra reference. Check it regularly to see whether your own opinion matches the model's view, and whether the market odds may be mispriced. Last, let's look at the comparison tools. We have one tool for comparing head-to-head statistics, and another tool where you can compare two players side by side using their season numbers. The head-to-head comparison tool works only if the two players have played at least one direct match against each other. For this example, we will compare one of the most interesting rivalries at the moment, Sinner versus Alcaraz. Let's search for that matchup. After choosing the players, you can tick Make CSV and download the file for further analysis. You can then use the specific prompts available in the Use AI section of the site to get a better picture of the rivalry from a statistical point of view. The results are very similar to the way we already display statistics across the website. Each statistical section is broken down in detail, showing where one player has the upper hand over the other. And of course, the data is split by surface and tour type, so you can understand the rivalry in a more specific context. The second tool allows you to compare two players even if they have never played against each other. The output is similar, but instead of focusing only on direct meetings, it compares their numbers side by side. You can compare them by full season statistics, or you can focus only on their last 10 matches. Our tools are designed to help you research tennis matches more clearly, compare players in more detail, and make better informed decisions based on data.